Hey everybody, Hell Pockets here for Game Goons TV, and Dragon Ball Super episode 97 just concluded. I just finished watching it, and finally we get to see some Tournament of Power action. It's pretty brief, it's pretty quick, it's pretty much what I imagined. If you've seen Dragon Ball Z movie 9, Unleashing a Bojack, whatever, it's pretty much like that opening scene, which, you know, that's cool. I actually really like that part of the movie, and I always felt like they should have expanded on that, or maybe done that again, because the idea of just like a bunch of guys beating the crap out of each other in this like ridiculous stage, that really set me off when I was in high school. So really cool to see that happen. We also get to see more of those characters that we were talking about that, you know, I wouldn't say filler characters, but clearly they are like, you know, not meant to stick around for more than possibly 1 or 2 episodes. They're doing a pretty good job of like making everybody seem kind of interesting though. I didn't really find a character in this episode that was super annoying or just super forgetful, you know, anything like that. So far it's just, it's kind of what you would expect from, you know, a battle royale. Like you're watching WWE and like, oh, there goes Hunico and there goes S.A. Rios, you know, like you're like, oh, I like these guys, but yeah, it totally makes sense that they're getting tossed out early. Anyway, other than that, you know, they also showed some preamble drama between Goku and Jiren. They keep teasing at the Toppo Goku rematch, but I don't think it's gonna happen. And at this point, there's not really much reason for it to happen. Clearly the opponent for Goku that he's destined to face in this tournament is Jiren, or it could be Hit, or it could be Kale, or it could be, I mean, I guess it could be Frieza. That would be, you know, they appear to be setting something up with that. So who knows? It's really interesting. I really like what the writers are doing with this. I don't think that this is being overstated in any way. Like nothing really feels like forced. I was kind of afraid of that. I was kind of afraid that, you know, they would try to force the wildness of this down your throats and they would forget to add any kind of substance, but they've actually been doing a pretty good job of balancing both, and that's where I think the Dragon Ball Super writing staff really shines. They just seem to be able to balance the mania with the actual cool stuff that makes Dragon Ball Super different from Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball GT to a certain extent. Another one of the cool things that happens during this episode is Gohan trying to more or less be the team leader. Like they kind of, you know, told him he could be, and then immediately disrespecting him to his face. That's pretty much the only way this could have ended. There was no way there was going to be any form of teamwork, at least not out the gate. You know, you knew these guys were just going to go in every direction and just try to have as much fun as possible. I don't see anybody from Universe 7 getting knocked out, because we do get to see the powerhouses venture out into the melee, while the more level-headed characters stick together, do the whole circular back-to-back formation, and try to play this out the smart way. You know, that's pretty much the only way they're going to survive this, because obviously Krillin and Tenshinhan are not going to outsmart some of these guys one-on-one. It's going to have to take a little bit of teamwork in that situation. So really cool that they're exercising that aspect, and also kind of funny that everybody thinks Gohan is still a bitch. I would give this episode a solid 7 out of 10. You know, some of the stuff that I felt that it lacked was more or less direction, but that's fine. I mean, I don't think that this really needs a direction as an inaugural episode to what's basically a free-for-all. Other than that, don't really have much more to say about the episode. I would say check it out on Crunchyroll. It's you know, 1080p quality. It's really good. The guys over there are really great, and the servers are good again. So, you know, there's no more waiting for hours just for a damn video to load up and then having to switch to 720p because the 1080p video isn't loading. So good shit to Crunchyroll. Anyway, if you like what you saw here, make sure you follow us on Twitter at GameGoonsTV, and follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/GameGoons, and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel here. And you can follow me on Twitter at HellPockets, and you can follow the other guys from the Game Goons if you look at the Game Goons Twitter account, and you know, they will appreciate it. Make sure you check out Mount Paozu Arcade. It's a new show that we're starting that's completely centered around Dragon Ball, both the animated series of Super and the video games, Xenoverse 2 and the upcoming Dragon Ball Fighters. I want to say Fighter Z, but it's Fighters. I'm sorry. As a grown man, it's hard for me to say that after looking at the way the title looks. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.